Hearing the statistics that half of black girls are going to have diabetes if nothing changes. I'm looking at a classroom full of black girls and I'm thinking, well, what the heck are we doing about it? Nothing, right? We know that there are about 20 million black women in this country.
And 80% of them, that's my mom, that's my sister, that's my auntie, 80% of them are over a healthy body weight.
I see it in my own family with the women that I love, dealing with heart disease at early ages and dealing with diabetes.
Black women are dying from heart disease, from stroke, from hypertension. It is a crisis of epic proportions, and yet nobody is talking about it.
Why are black women overweight? It's really uncomfortable to answer. I feel protective when people ask me that question, because I know what the weight represents.
There's a lot of taboos in this country around talking about the root causes of the epidemic of the health crisis within the black community, and so people don't touch it.
There is an ecosystem that is fed by historical racism and poverty that leaves black women to hold the weight of those social ills, right?
We've been working literally as the laborers in this country for almost 400 years.
So we've always been last. We've been taught to be last. We've even been chastised for putting ourselves first.
The root cause is not feeling like you are worth taking enough time to care for and to exercise your own body. So what we did is we started walking and we started telling people about it, and our friends said they wanted to start walking. And so now we are 35,000 neighborhood walkers across the country, and we believe that if we get 1 million women out walking in their neighborhoods, that they become the change makers, they become the engine of ingenuity and innovation that we need to have a public health revolution in our country.
The power of GirlTrek is that you don't have to look a certain way, you don't have to have a degree, you don't have to have anything but a willingness to move. GirlTrek is giving women this language to say, I need to take care of myself, I want to be whole.
We are worth living our healthiest, most fulfilled life just because. Not because of what we do for other people, not because of the value proposition of our work, but because we are human and because we are brilliant and because what we bring to the world makes the world better. So that's who we are. That's our movement, and that's our common cause: self-care, love, and bringing that and modeling that for every single person who sees us every day walking in our community. Once women can create a discipline of every day doing something that is really powerful for their health, and they succeed at that, what happens after that is this cascade of really powerful decision making.
I mean, the stories that we have gotten from women that say, because of GirlTrek, I felt like I could go back to school. Because of GirlTrek, I have a whole new sense of purpose and power about myself.
Women leave abusive relationships. Women apply for jobs they never thought they could get.
Being able to realize if I make this one change in my life, what other changes in my life can I make? Women, they are the foundation of their homes, and when a mom changes her behavior or a mom makes a different decision, it impacts the whole household.
And so we say self-care is a revolutionary act because it begins with just caring for yourself and modeling that behavior for your daughters so that they know that they're worth it, that they're not worth it because they're giving something to somebody else, but they're worth it because God gave them every single possibility of being a full functioning, contributing, beautiful human being on this planet. What happens when 1 million women are walking in the highest need, highest crime neighborhoods in America? What happens? That's a question, right?
I really think one of the main issues that's facing the black community right now is that this idea of being left alone, that no one cares, and being invisible. And so when you are actually walking, you see people, you're waving at people, you're acknowledging people's humanity, noticing and being with other people, it transforms communities.
So when women walk together, all kinds of things happen. They become the change makers. They become agents of just such powerful innovation. They notice that there's blight in their community and they start to talk and figure out how to fix that together.
Being seen and acknowledging one another is a huge part in building community. So whether it's the broken down school or people who are struggling, you see them and you're able to help out.
There are women throughout our history in particular who have used walking as a mechanism for change.
By reflecting on Black women in our history that have done great things, it's just another piece of evidence of our power and our strength.
There is so much power in the culture of Black people. Let's believe it, let's come together, and let's make solutions.
And so whatever our platform is, we need to use that platform to lead, from community leaders to even if it's your household and your dinner table, your family. Everywhere we go, we're leading because somebody is watching, be it our tiniest kid to the neighbor down the street.
The most powerful way that we can influence change in our communities is to act in the small ways every day and then knit those individual acts together to build a movement. So nobody's telling people what to do. We go and ask women, what should we do and how can we do it together?
One of my dear friends once said, when you get 1 million women walking, what happens then? When we get 1 million women walking, we ask them what happens then. And that's actually the power of movement building.